Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, we're just gonna get into a little chit chat, get ready with me. I have some new products and your girl gonna spill a little tea. Stick around. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna have me a little cup of coffee while we sit and talk and I get ready. I know you like, girl, is that a Sesame Street mug? Yes it is. We took my niece for her first birthday to Sesame's place and I couldn't resist it. I mean, the whole benefit of having a name like Amber is that your name is always going to be in the personalized section. Like, you're always going to get a keychain, a cup. I mean, if you don't have the name Amber, they're like, well, what are we doing? Okay? So, hopefully that vlog is up. I've been tripping, y'all. Like I said, I've never officially taken like a YouTube break, but what I have been doing is just kind of going more for quality over quantity. So that's why sometimes you'll see like there isn't a fashion video uploaded or anything like that. But by the time this video goes up, there should be a Savage X Fenty video. If you haven't seen that, check that out. There should also be a fashion to figure video, as well as a Yitty. So I'm at this point now where I need to kind of toss out all my makeup. A lot of my stuff I've had for over 2 years now. And because I use different things on my face, some of them has like this much, some of it has a lot. But we're just going to be doing a major tossing and purging of foundations, primers, eyeliners, lipsticks, everything. So I went to Sephora. I didn't go crazy, but I got a couple of things that I wanted to try for sure. And I have the big Laura Mercier powder, and I mean, those things last, it says 12 months. So I know I need to throw that out, but I wanted to give the Laura Mercier translucent powder in honey. So I got the small one. That way, if I don't like it, I can always, you know, go back to my original. But I kind of like these small sizes. I know people say it's not worth the money. I don't do it to save money. I do it to save space. And because I use so many products, me having the huge Laura Mercier, I'm never going to finish it. Like, now I have to throw out that big one. Because in 12 months, I'm not going to be using that powder every day or enough to use it up. I wouldn't feel so bad about throwing it away if it was like a mini like this and it only had a little bit left. You get me? I would probably just use it up and toss it. So my medium deep that I have this same size, I've had it for almost 2 years. I don't use it that often, but I won't feel as bad throwing it out because I know more than half of that is gone. So that's my whole spiel, but this is the same powder but in the honey color. So I'll let you guys know in this video how I like it. I've tried it before. I got a trial size of the Milk Hydro Grip, and then I got a free one for my birthday. So I just went ahead and bought the big one because, baby, I love this primer. I do. Next to this one would be the Too Faced Hangover RX. That's another one that I love, 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 love. Yeah, so that is a staple for me. And I'm late, but I wanted a new foundation. I have my Juvia's Place, which is more like a full coverage foundation, and I have my Fenty tint. But a lot of my other foundations actually need to be thrown out, with the exception of my Good Apple from KVD Beauty. The rest of them basically need to be thrown out. Let's be real. My NARS, my Huda, all of that needs to be thrown out. So I went ahead and got Rare Beauty because I liked the finish. Kayla's Curls here on YouTube, she did review this when it first came out, and I really liked the finish then. I don't know what took me so long to actually get it. I won't be doing a review on this, but if you are curious on the review, Editing Amber, remember to link Kayla's video down below. Okay, so her video will be linked if you want to see the actual review on this foundation. But I was sold, but it just took me forever to actually go and get it. So shout out to her for introducing me to this. She was literally the first review I saw on this product. So yeah, I know that you have to shake it because it has like a little bit of oil or something in it. And don't let that deter you to think that it's gonna like clog your pores or anything. It's just a part of the formula. But yeah, I do remember that I need to shake it. So let me stop yapping. So I am fresh out the shower, freshly washed face. I'm just gonna do primer. Ooh, a little wop, wet ass primer. I did not need that much. More squirted out than what I anticipated.
That's what she said.
So I disclosed that I quit my job, or that I left my company. A couple weeks later, they actually had layoffs. So I'm sure there are some who think that I was laid off, which is fine, you know. I'm 100% sure when the layoffs happened, there were people who checked, you know, everyone that they knew, saw I was gone, and assumed I was a layoff, you know. But I say all that to say, there is a lot to be learned about being in corporate America, and I have so much to share, especially with entry-level people just going into corporate America, people trying to move up. So much information. Not like tea, not like a bad thing. Put it this way, I have worked for some amazing companies. I have worked for some terrible ones. And boy, oh boy, do you not want to work for a bad company. I don't care how much they pay you. I don't care how good the benefits are. You do not want to work for a terrible company. You will know. You know, people are like, how do you know? You will know. The reputation will precede. You just have to do the proper investigation. Child. And the reason why I didn't know that my company was bad, I'm gonna go ahead and say they're horrible, was because that was not the original company that I was working for. They merged with another company that had horrible reviews. And a part of me was like, ooh, it's about to hit the fan. But I said, you know what, Amber? Give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they will adopt the practices of your current company since it's going so well for them, and not do what has never worked for them. They did not adopt the practices of my prior company, and child, when I say they ruined the company, child, they ruined a company. I'm choosing to put this on the back of my hand because I think that's how you prevent acne. I don't like when you can just put the doe foot directly on your face, if that makes sense. Child, I hope this color matches, because one thing about Sephora, child, they gonna fool you with their lighting. You gonna think that everything's all good, and then you gonna get home and be a completely different shade. Okay? So what I do is I go online before I go to the store, and I use the Find Your Shade app, and I put in a foundation that I think I match really well with, and I see what number they tell me corresponds. And then I pick a second foundation that I think matches me very well and see if I get the same number. I went with 410N. Even though I have gold undertones, it appears to be the best choice because I think that matches well. Goes pretty good with my neck. My neck is super light, y'all. If I match to my neck, I'd be out here ghost facing it. So, not my neck, my chest. My chest is pretty light, as you can see, but I've always been like that. I've always had a really light chest. I got a red bone chest, y'all. I'm light skinned about the chest. For real. Light skin. Despite this being like a oil-based dewy foundation, it's not super dewy. Like if you're a matte girl, you could still roll with this because it has glow, but it's matte. It's like, in my opinion, pretty matte. So I know sometimes it freaks you guys out when I let my concealer sit, but I let it sit for more coverage. Cause then when I move it around, it doesn't just blend out. It kind of sits, if that makes sense. Okay. Sorry if my position changed a little bit because my SD card was full, which is crazy because it was a 62 gigabyte with nothing on it, which clearly means it needs to be reformatted, but whatever. Y'all don't care about none of that. So yeah, all I did in the meantime was I used my beloved small little travel Bambi palette. This was actually in my Miami luggage. So happy that I still have it because to me, like I've always said, perfect. It's all you need. So the lightest brown, sorry, I'm making my camera seasick. This lightest brown here, the one called Young Prince, is what I just used here with the fluffy brush. It's just like to add a little bit of dimension to my eyelid without it being, you know, bare or having a lot of color. I am gonna try something new in this video, and I've discussed it with this person. I'm not gonna disclose any personal information, but I did. Sometimes I'll get questions in my inbox and people will ask me things. And I was interested to know if you guys would just want me to do like a series, like a Ask Amber kind of situation. So I had someone ask me a question that I felt a lot of people could benefit from, and it's in regards to like relationships. The question basically was that this person has been in a relationship with someone for over 7 years and they are in love. They truly believe that the person that they're with loves them too, but the person often comments on their weight or their weight gain. What should she do? Is this something that she should have a conversation with her significant other about? Or is that just, you know, typical? So a lot of people will be surprised to know how I feel about that. So I think that in some cases it can be healthy, in some cases it's not. If my boyfriend knows with me, okay, I'm vegan and I did experiment, or still kind of am experiment with adding different proteins because I spoke with a dietitian who feels that I should use fish and egg to supplement a vegan diet. Debatable, extremely controversial in the vegan community, let's just say that. So in order to follow doctor's orders, I've been doing that. If I start to gain weight or I'm feeling bad and my boyfriend says to me, which he hasn't, he says to me, you know what, I noticed that you're picking up a little bit of weight and you feel kind of sluggish. Do you think maybe it's adding in the egg? Do you think it's maybe I know where he's coming from with that. He's coming from a place of knowing what my goals are and seeing something that maybe I haven't seen yet. In that case, I think that is a healthy approach. Now, if my boyfriend let's say there was no conversation, there was no me changing my diet. My boyfriend just comes to me and be like, "But you need to start hitting the gym because it's looking a little loose and I ain't feeling it." That's toxic because I don't need your opinion of what you're feeling or what you need. If it's general and genuine concern for your health, to me that's different. And to me, your relationship should be strong enough to where you could say to someone, "I'm noticing a trend of an unhealthy behavior and I'm concerned." So like if I see my boyfriend eating McDonald's 3 times a day, I'm going to say something because I know what that does to the body. He may not like it, but I'm going to say, "Hey, you're eating way too much McDonald's. We gotta reel it in," because you know you're gonna start to feel bad. And you know once you start to feel bad, you're gonna lose your energy. You're not gonna be able to do things that you like. You told me you don't want to get to that point. I'm letting you know. I've seen you eat McDonald's 3 times. What can I do? Do you want me to cook some stuff? Do you want me to go grocery shopping? Do we need to do an Eat Naked LA situation? That's how you approach things like that. But, you know, if you're in a situation where they're just flat out just being rude, or you're not even unhealthy, you're just living your best life. You got a little bit of weight on you, but you're not unhealthy, and someone is saying that what their preference and how you look is, that's toxic to me. Now, on that same foot, it works both ways. If my boyfriend got with me at this weight, and then I drop down super, super skinny, and he has to make an adjustment to being attracted to me, that goes without saying because he met you at a preference, you know? So you have to allow time for that to change. The same way as if you were super skinny and then you put on a lot of weight, you do have to allow time for the person that you're with to adjust to that, especially if it was sudden and it's an unhealthy change. But if it's just you just want it to be a little bit thicker, so you just put on a little bit of weight and they don't like it, it's like, well, sweetie, there are plenty of women out there who will take your advice and who will lose all the weight you want them to. But it ain't over here. You know? But there's nothing wrong with having an accountability partner. It's just, how often do you think that you need to, wow, okay, that happened. How often do you think that you need to voice this or say this to me? Because from what Chit sent, it sounds like this is constant, but that could be subjectable, right? It could be, now, I did have tape-ins. If you watch my last vlog, I went to get my hair like washed and redone with the tape-ins, and we actually took them out so that I could focus on my actual scalp health. I'm thinking, I freaking love this Juvia's Place blush palette because it has blushes we just don't see. Like, look at that. So I think I'm gonna go with, that's this one right here. These are super pigmented. So that one little tap is all I'm gonna use for both cheeks. So y'all know this is gonna last like 15 billion years if that one little tap did both cheeks, but what is? We're basically done. I'm just gonna add a little lippy on. Whatever brand this was, I said I was gonna get more stuff from them, the lip bar. And I haven't gotten around to it. It's sold at Target. I believe it was Target, yeah. But hands down, I do like their lip stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, they're black owned. So, and notice I'm not adding more. I'm just fine tuning the lines. And I didn't need to dip again. So, all right, let me clear off some of this stuff. And then I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do in regards to my hair. All right, so I think, and guess I do have extensions in the Shein bag. Okay, I'm gonna add some clip-ins. So I made these clip-ins, guys, and I always keep them washed and straightened. Oh, this is just, I was gonna make this into one, I think. Yeah. Always keep them washed and flat ironed, just in case I want to just throw them in. By no means am I a professional when it comes to clip-ins, but the good thing to do is just to get as clear of a part as you can for hot seconds. That's even enough. This is my longest one. See? Okay, so then open the clip. Open the clip. Open the clip. Again, I made these. The clips may not be positioned where they need to be positioned, but I got the clips off Amazon, and I just sewed it with the same sewing needle and thread that I would use to sew and weave, and I just sewed the clips on for the larger pieces, the end and middle. Okay. Close. Then stretch this part. Close. Bring this around. Close. Okay. And as you can see, it is firmly inputted into my hair. It's not moving. I could use a clip here. Let's see. And some people use hairspray and they fluff where it's gonna be. They fluff it so that it'll you know, stick. I'm not doing all that because I'm not leaving these in. I'm one of those people that'll clip in for a Tuesday and have no clip-ins on a Wednesday. So, okay. And that just gives me the little bit of oomph and color that I wanted in my hair. You see, I only put 2 in. And if you guys can see right now, you see how dry my scalp is. So that is why I'm choosing to kind of focus on my scalp health right now. And I really couldn't access my scalp with the tape-ins. So, un momento. And I decided to go with the middle parts. A little bit of oil. This is actually going to make my scalp worse. But it just looked too cray-cray. Just a little. That is the final look. I'm going to go ahead and go with the middle part. This is Cara Edge Control. I will link the beauty supply that I get it from. It is a beauty supply out here, but they do ship. So to me, this is the best edge control. It's not super like sticky, doesn't get all up in your hair. It's just the bee's knees, okay? It's the bee's knees. Okay, then my baby hairs, I don't really get them straightened because it defeats the purpose, but I do put a little love in them. I don't leave them hanging. best invention ever was this little tiny got to be glue, because the other one, the top gets clogged. This one, it doesn't. Right, then last piece of the puzzle. I will link the clip-ins that I purchased in the bottom of this video too, in case you want to just make you some little clip-ins. To be honest with you, you could really, like, you don't even have to get any expensive hair. Not if it's just like, oh, I'm going to the clubs and I want some clip-ins, or oh, I just want, like in this case, a little bit of highlight and a little bit of length. So you could get like some cheap hair. I've even done clip-ins before with synthetic hair back in my like broke younger days, and I would pop them in and no one would know the difference. No one would know the latter. So yeah, quick tip is to just, take some hair maybe you have leftover from a bundle, or some hair that's maybe colored that your hair's not colored, that some hair that is a color that you're not wearing anymore, and add it in and add some little flippies to it. And so yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. Let me know if you guys want me to do more of the Ask Amber. I did have some more questions, but that one was so general, but something that probably a lot of women deal with, not even just plus size, just knowing what are the boundaries? Like, and I get asking me as a bigger woman, like, have I ever had that scenario happen to me? And I have not. I've only had it come from a place of, I know where your goals are and you're going in the opposite direction of your goals. And it was only said to me when I brought up the conversation, so to speak. So yeah, I hope that helps. If anyone else has any questions, you can comment them down below, or you can actually follow me on Instagram, where you can direct message me, which is where most people talk to me at, is in my direct messaging. And then I will get back to you. And if you're okay with it, if you want your question to be in a video with your, no personal information, you can just let me know. Hey, feel free to respond in the video, and that is perfectly fine with me. My community is the best. You guys are awesome. You guys are so interactive with me, which makes this 10 times more fun. Because if I was just doing this and no one was talking to me and nobody was hitting me up and nobody was sliding in the DMs with a little side joke, it would nowhere near be as funny. So I just appreciate you guys and appreciate the community that we have built. And I will see you in the next one. Deuces.
That's how we follow. That's how we follow. That's how we follow. That's how we follow. That's how we follow.